Okay, I think I found a pretty good spot, but there's one fire pit and there's a huge open area, and then there's like another camper thing next to it, but there's big rocks in between it, so I'm thinking that this is an open spot because it is so big. But look how close to this river that I am. Like, what? I don't think it gets any better than this. And then there's a bathroom at the parking area for the hot spring, which is actually pretty close. I found another spot somewhere else that's farther away, and then coming back down this way I found this one. So I think this is home for the night. I'm going to, I guess, start unloading some stuff. Hopefully nobody gets mad at me because I stole their spot or their fire pit. We'll see, I guess.
Every time I think of you, well, something happens in my mind. And every time I try to leave, you're keeping me occupied. I'm losing track of time.
1862, it was said to be in such great demand that the lumber was so great that in 1863 the upper mill was opened. 75 men were employed at the two mills. Wagons pulled with lumber, each pulled by 16 oxen, headed for the Honeywell lumberyard in Bodie, where the lumber was quickly used in residences and in the mines. The trees you see in this area are second growth. Evidence of the log slide on the north side of Buckeye can still be seen. The water is cold, and rightfully so, because I'm pretty sure it's all snow melt. Run up! This is so gorgeous though, so pretty. So like I was saying, I walked over to the hot springs by way of a trail I found over by the creek, and it's a little, not tough, but I thought it would be easier than walking up the road, but I don't think it was. There's a lot of people down in the bottom pool, which looked really cool, and then I walked up from the bottom because I needed to use the bathroom, and there was actually two pools pretty close to the top. So I think what I'll do later when it cools off a little bit is I'll walk up the road, or I'll drive, I don't know, but I'll walk up there and check it out, and if nobody's in the top pools, I'll get in the top pools. Okay, I just got into my truck and noticed a little poopy. I don't know what kind of little poopy that is, because this is a clean blanket. I washed this blanket before I left, made this bed, have been in this car all day, and I found a poopy. So I need to get rid of the poop. But like, what is that? Okay, and there's even more poop. I almost wonder if when I went for a walk just down to the bridge over there, if a little chipmunk got in here and pooped, because I did find a chip on the outside of the truck. The little bastard. I don't know if you could see him or it, but I really think that it was one of those chipmunks that got into the car, because he is stalking me. He's like hiding behind the bushes, looking over the rocks, wagging his tail, staying just out of reach, but just close enough. He's trying to get back in my truck. Not today. Not today.
Sometimes love is a thought we held too long. Sometimes it's alright just to be a little wrong, with no sense of consequence, the strength to carry on. The day breaks in the darkest places right before the dawn. So if you ever lie awake with situations in your mind and you try to sleep it off, but night keeps on passing by, you're losing track of time. Losing track of time. Sometimes love is a reason to hold on, blowing like a hurricane right inside of me and you. No blues or avenues take away my stride. Love standing holding hand right here by my side. So if you wanna take a ride and see what happens down the road, find
So there's actually two
yourself
pools
a pair
where I was. There's this one and this one. Oh, that's cool. I like that. But there's a bigger one over here. And then down there is the cool one, but there's way too many people down there. So I'm gonna head back to my camp and